All right, what is up, YouTube? Mike from Axion here. Probably the biggest day of the year for us anyways. It's time to put the K20c4 into the 11th gen. We've got everything ready to go. So prep the chassis. Mounts are set up in there, ready to go. What we have here, if you haven't watched the past episodes, check them all out. There's information about the entire swap, what you need. We're gonna have a kit somewhat pretty much available. You just have to source your own engine and trans, pretty easy. Engine, depending on miles, 18 to 2,500. Most don't come with a turbo. Transmission, 2,500 to 3 grand shipped. So right off the bat, you're already at 6 grand for the engine and trans almost. You still need the turbo. Type R turbo right now is around 1,100. And then you need to do an install kit because it's the Accord motor. Some differences, which we'll go over later on another series. After all the fab work's done, we're then gonna show you how a upgraded turbo would go on here with inlet pipe and everything else. But for now, let's get into this. I'm gonna show you what you gotta kind of break down. The bolts you can use, go over the transmission, and we're gonna get it in the engine. All right, so we got the engine just on the ground. You know, the shop now is in North Carolina, so the cars are still back here in Arizona, so I'm limited on where we're kind of working, actually. But we've got the Accord block here. We'll go ahead and show you. K20c4 comes in the 18 to 22 Accord and 19 to current Acura RDX. And you can also use the TLX. It would be a C6. But we've got, this was an automatic motor, doesn't matter. Looks pretty good back here. I don't see any excess oil from the rear main seal leaking on anything. This was an automatic, so we had to take this off. If it's a manual, they're gonna be the same bolts. It is gonna be a 17 mil by 12 point. You should also have, if it's a manual or that, you're gonna need a 10 mil 12 point for the clutch pressure plate. All right, we got our Type R trans here. We're not going to be putting a clutch on this motor yet because, like I said in the previous videos, it's just going back on to be able to mock up for turbo and then coming out. Easy way to tell if it's a Type R, the oil cooler section here. This one's in pretty good condition. I think it had 35,000 miles. It's getting built with the PPG 134, so we didn't really care about miles. Main thing is, you don't want the transfer case to be cracked, so be very careful of that. You can also get leaking in here if there's been a leak. So that's one thing to watch, especially on the earlier Type R ones. So just make sure you buy it from someone legit, so in case you have issues. All right, guys, there you have it. It's in. Anyways, halfway done. We're actually doing this at a garage in Arizona. That's where the cars are being kept. So I'm using just normal floor jack. Kind of cool doing it this way instead of on a lift, because then I can show you guys it can actually be done in your home garage if you are a skilled mechanic. So your rear mount will go back there. I'm not getting under there till I get the trans in, just because, you know, 350, 400 pounds above your head is not good. So we'll put that on later. You can see the passenger side all done. Got the jack underneath on the oil pan. One thing I want to go on the transmission. So you have these parts right here. They come on here. You're actually going to take those out. I've set it up this way so you guys can see we're taking out that one. When you put the mount on here, if you have those in, they have like a little bulge at the bottom, so the mount doesn't sit flush on the trans. So you need to make sure they're out. Use the bolts that come with the FL5 Hasport kit. If you have a 10 gen, it would be the FK8 kit. All right, guys, the moment of truth. It's all in. Hasport mounts. I'll change out the gold stuff. It's just what came with it. But there you go. All right, we'll just go over a little bit more. We actually have our PLM aluminum bracket. I just thought it looked nicer. You've got your Prac Works carbon manifold ready for port injection. The reason this is going to be on the car is we basically need it fabbed up for the intercooler piping with the throttle body. You got your Type R trans. We actually did a water pump delete, so we're freeing up a lot of room. There's going to be a single side radiator in the front. I may put on some of the stock parts back on the car so you guys can see how much room you have. I mean, it's just going to be the same as the Type R room wise, so I don't think it's that crazy to really go over. I just need to do the rear mount. It's basically put on the black bracket, put in the mount just like you would an L15. So nothing different on that. So we have a ton of crazy stuff for this car, and I really hope you guys share this online. I think it's something really cool we're doing. We're trying to just show ourselves our knowledge, especially with these K20c4s, which we have thousands of Accord and RDX customers, and I think this is a good viable swap for a lot of people that want reliable 400 wheel horsepower using the K-tuner. Obviously you won't use this. This is for the turbo we're putting on. We're gonna have a video showing the turbo and the wastegate and all that. That'll get all fabbed up. We're going way above and beyond basically what you guys would have to. But yeah, there it is. I'll kind of show you guys maybe on another video with the bumper on. I'm not sure if we're gonna get that done on this trip, but there will be videos with stuff in the future after the fab where we go over stuff. I'm gonna put an MHI Stage 2 on here, show you the room, everything, what you need, go over more parts. All right, guys, please like and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoy the content.